slept in this cool yurt last night at this lady's house. She's named Nina, and she totally just took me in and gave me a place to sleep, and she's super lovely. And yeah, I had a great sleep. It's very cozy in here. Still getting over the jet lag, so I'm a little tired, but I did manage to sleep for like 9 hours last night, so that's quite good. I got a new sleeping quilt as well. This company in Australia called Neve Gear sent this to me, just like out of the blue. They just said, "We like what you do. Why don't you have one of our quilts?" And I was like, okay. So I'm testing it out. It's got these like cool buttons on the side. It's got a little draft collar that I didn't have on my last sleeping bag, which is nice. It was very cozy and warm last night, so oh, what a great first night on this trail. Fascinating. I don't know, I think that's just so wonderful. People are so nice. Turned back to her home. We just walked about 1 kilometer this morning so she could take her dog out. She's right on like the perfect path for this whole situation, and she was, you know, looking for a way to get more people to come stay with her, and I was like, oh well, you found the way. So I'll make sure that I post her details for future hikers, because it's quite a nice distance for a first day, and she's just such a lovely host, and the place is really quite nice to stay. And she made me some eggs for breakfast, she made me a salad for dinner, she let me sleep in the yurt. She just is a lovely conversationalist. We had a good chat. And so I left her with a little bit of money, and that's it. She's quite happy to host some hikers, so I'd say that's a great option for a first day on trail, is to go stay with Nina in her yurt. Yesterday, nanos. Ooh, the jet lag is real. I'm so sleepy. I'm just like, I want to lay down and take a nap. But I have this rest of this mountain to climb up. But look at the views. It is so pretty out here. It has been uphill all day. About 1,000 meters or something by the end of this. Something like that. I don't know. Lots of meters, lots of uphill. And a very tired, sleepy me. But we'll see. I don't know how far I'll make it today. But I don't know. I was hoping for a solid, like, I don't know, 25 kilometers or something. I think is still feasible. I've done like 10 or something this morning, all uphill, and I think, you know, got a fair amount of downhill in my future. As it happens, eventually what goes up must come down. And yeah, sleep. Wee. Okay, I made it to the top, and there's a bench. Isn't that lovely? So I'm at 1,020 meters right now, and the views are good. Real nice.
I love when the top of a mountain has a trail register. I love being able to look back and see who's been there. So far I haven't seen any other Via Dinarica hikers, so I'm not sure if I'm really going to meet anyone else out here, but I guess only time will tell.
just been like road walking on these small highways for like 20 kilometers. I just don't really understand why. Oh, and I climbed up a mountain and then right back down, and I don't know. This whole Slovenia section is a little odd just because you're not allowed to camp anywhere, and there aren't like campgrounds, there aren't huts, and I don't know where to go. So I'm gonna like get a room tonight, and then like, I don't know, I might just get my way out of Slovenia or something. I'm just running through my options because this is stupid. It's kind of a waste of money if I came here to camp, so I don't really know what the deal is. It's a bit silly. People are so nice. They're just so nice. Again, sort of in this weird space where I'm like, I don't know where I'm gonna sleep, I don't know. And there was a dormitory listed on the map. So I thought, oh, I'll give it a shot, you know, because I don't know, I couldn't find it on Google, I couldn't find it anywhere else, it was just on the map. I was like, okay. So I showed up, and it is a school. It's like an outdoor education facility, and we are still in the school year. The door was unlocked, so I opened the door and I walk in. It's empty, but I can hear someone in the kitchen, so I just sort of, hello. And this man comes out, and I was like, can I sleep here? And he was like, no, it's a school, it's just for students. And I was like, oh, okay, totally fair. There's a hotel, maybe just a kilometer or two down the road. And I was like, I'd prefer not to pay for a hotel, but totally understand. Was there anywhere I can camp in between here? And he was like, oh, well, actually, sometimes people camp in the backyard. And I was like, ooh, he's like, it's technically private property, but like, you know, maybe we would let it slide. I'm like, okay. And so he was like, but you know, make a choice and then come back for coffee if you like. I was like, okay. So I come out here, assess the situation, figure like, yeah, it's fine. And then I thought, oh, well, I'll just go see if he'll fill up my water bottles or if there's somewhere for water. And I come in with my bottles, and by the time I finished filling my bottles, he has loaded up a plate with like the most potato salad I've ever seen. And like made me a coffee, got me some water. So I sit and I like eat this mountain of potato salad, and before I'm done, I have a slice of cake and a cup of coffee, and then as much of that as I can fit into my body. Made me an entire pot of fruit tea and was like, yeah, just hang out and sit and enjoy, and we had a good chat. And yeah, so I'm just gonna like sleep in my tent back here and just be up out early and not bother anybody. Had a nice like properly 30-kilometer day today, which was nice. Made some distance. My feet are tired though. I'm adjusting to the new shoes that I'm in. I've got a couple of little blisters forming, so not the best, but you know, it's got to take a minute to break in a new pair. Basically it. Anyway, nice. On the road again. Yeah, I slept really well. It rained all night long, so I'm glad that I chose to move my tent under the shelter, because then everything was dry this morning. Didn't have to worry about a wet tent. That was just, again, so lovely, such nice people. So right now, I'm on my way to Certnica, and that's just like a couple hours. It used to be like a pit stop, a little breakfast stop or something. And then from there, I think it's like maybe 20 kilometers to a youth hostel. So I'm just gonna book in there because it's cheap. And then I can do laundry because it's been like 4 or 5 days since I've been able to wash my clothes and, you know, take a shower and whatever. So it's been a minute. Ooh, a deer. There's a deer that just jumped across the road. Lovely morning. It like only rained for the night, and now it's nice out. cool. It's a little hard to see with all the trees, but it's a giant cave, and the river just runs right through it. It's really beautiful. Now look what I found all the way out here. A trail marker. I actually don't know why I've been seeing any trail markers. I'm like using someone else's route that they sort of made. And it's very different from the GPX tracks that I downloaded from like the official website. So I truly don't know why there are markers out here. But I've seen like quite a handful of them. So I don't know if like the official GPS tracks need to be updated, or if it's just like they liked her route so they put some markings on it, or if this chick is running around with green paint. I have no idea. But it's very odd. And they're real sporadic. Like, that is a weird place for that to be. I don't know. Anyway, I guess I'm on it. So I have been just like feeling the sort of lack of rest I've had in the last like week. And it's like just starting to kind of pile up. And so I thought, you know what, instead of pushing another 30-kilometer day like I did yesterday, I could just not do that. And so I did a half day. I hiked like 15 kilometers to the top of a mountain, and there's a hut up here that I'm gonna sleep in. So I have this nice little room all to myself. And yeah, they're gonna make me dinner, and I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna rinse out all my dirty clothes that haven't been washed in 5 days. And I'm gonna sleep in a bed with a blanket and a pillow. And then I'm gonna feel better about my life tomorrow and be able to, like, you know, feel like I'm not so sleepy in the middle of the day, maybe. That's the intention. So, I'm gonna wash this mop. Actually still smells okay. And then go down for dinner. I'm gonna charge up all my stuff, gonna charge up myself, gonna enjoy this beautiful view from my little balcony, and that's what's going on. Because holy moly am I tired. Can you tell by my face? I look sleepy.
I'm gonna sleep for like 12 hours in a bed indoors. Because you know what? I'm not here to set an FKT, and so I just need to like ease into it a little bit because I've had 3 very busy months, and the last 3 weeks in Taiwan were absolute chaos, and it left me feeling exceptionally exhausted. And so coming here and jumping straight into it after flight delays and getting stuck in Turkey and everything that kind of just like took all of my energy away, I'm gonna replenish it a little bit so that I can enjoy the next few weeks and just like get into the swing of things here, because I feel like I'm just like dragging. Everything is hard and it like shouldn't be. A little bit of TLC for myself will help, and that's the plan.